Hello everyone, Dana 14th Prime here. Today I want to check out with you guys the Captain America Civil War Hot Toys Winter Soldier. You're checking out the front of the box here with some cool artwork. The Winter Soldier there, Captain America in the background. And as always with these boxes, you kind of get the spinning artwork, so we'll just follow this around there. Winter Soldier into the Scarlet Witch there. Spin that around. Got Hawkeye, Black Panther, Giant Man, Vision, and Falcon up there. United we stand, divided we fall. All these Civil War boxes, pretty similar. Got Iron Man there. Just tends to be a red or blue depending on what team you're on. And then you've got the sleeve. Pull off our MMS 351 Movie Masterpiece Series sleeve. Here we get the blue box for Team Cap. Divided we fall. Our boys in there. It's just dark. Shield. Winter Soldier. People that do really good work. And that's kind of the deal. So let's pop this guy out of here. Check him out. Alright, so here's our man, Sebastian Stan as the Winter Soldier. Pretty much what you see is what you get. Kind of been the complaint on this figure. He doesn't come with a lot, particularly compared to his prior release from the Captain America Winter Soldier, where he had like 2 head sculpts, tons of different guns and knives and everything, all for about $240. This guy's about $220. Just comes with that big boss gun there, and many extra hands, maybe 7-8 extra hands. We'll get into it. So relatively speaking, the complaint has been it's not as nice, you don't get as much, but I think the days of what we saw with the prior Winter Soldier from Hot Toys are kind of going away. The multiple head sculpts, tons of accessories for $240. We don't see that much anymore. This guy, the pros are awesome head sculpt. The arm is much improved, shinier, better chrome look, and that big boss gun is no joke. It's got a lot going on, a lot of articulation in it as well, so I don't feel bad about this guy for $220. I think though it lacks of the many variety of accessories, it actually improves in some areas like the arm, arguably like the head sculpt over its prior figure. I'll give him a bit of a spin for you here. You can see there's that arm. It looks really sweet. He doesn't stand great. He's got like these boots that are very rounded on the bottom, so I'm needing to use the stand. And I will say from here, I don't love the leg proportions, and I'll call that out a little more specifically later on. But there is a lot to like about the figure. Maybe not love, but like. I let the guy come in stock, hoping I could kind of get a coupon to work for him. I had no such luck, so I just dumped some reward points on him to get him at a good price. But he's in stock at Sideshow. Check the link in the description and look out for a coupon. Maybe you can get a deal. But he is a nice figure. It's tough to compare that original figure, which was going for $300, $400, $500 on eBay. Seems like every time I check it, it's more and more, higher and higher price. But this is a very nice figure in its own right. So for me, it's not worth the premium for the original figure. I'm going to go with this guy because he does have some improvements, arm, head sculpt, etc. And I am happy with the overall offering. So let's go in closer and check that out. All right, so let's start with the money shot. This is it. That head sculpt, man, that face is awesome. The likeness is awesome. You can see he's got, great complexion. So much great detail in that face. Got that 5 o'clock shadow. The eyes are amazing. I mean, this is a great head sculpt. Great head sculpt. Look at that. Man, that's awesome. The hair is really good as well. I don't own the original figure. I've seen many videos, seen many comparison videos. I think they do a better job with the hair on this head sculpt as well. And just with the overall likeness. So certainly the head sculpts for the first figure were very good too. So not like we went from train wreck to good. I mean, we went from good to great. I think this head sculpt is great. The other ones from the prior figure are at least good. But check that out. That's a really great head sculpt. And, that's where you're making the difference with Hot Toys, right? That's really good work. And if we just go down a little bit on the figure here, you can see he's got this kind of leather jacket, the sleeve torn off there. Got the zipper. Zipper does work. I'm screwed with it too much because I don't get in the habit of, undressing my Hot Toys a lot. Unless it's Darth Vader and there's a switch back there I need to get to. But it's a working zipper. A little bit better luck with that before, but anyway, you can get some up and down movement there. Not something I'd play with too much. But the main zipper's working. These other ones are just kind of detailed painted on. Those don't work. I think the jacket looks really good. I'm really happy with that. Check that out. And just that arm. I mean, that arm, you just can't help but catch your eye, right? That thing is awesome. We'll go in closer on that, but just give you the upstairs torso, which is mainly the jacket. Popping that collar, beautiful head sculpt. That's what you got upstairs. I'm happy with it. I think it looks really good. So if we jump downstairs and crotch shot it, I think the pants look good. The movie accuracy is spot on. It looks really good. Got those funky black pants, kind of cargo with the extra pockets. And they tuck down into these boots. Boots look pretty good. They're pretty good, not amazing. The pants tuck into them. Again, the bottom of the boot I'll complain about. And then again, it gets into this kind of leg proportions that I don't love. I mean, sure, like everybody else, maybe he's skipping leg day. We all do. Got some jacked arms, but these legs get really thin. My complaint, and you'll see a bit on the profile, is I bet when I pinch this ankle area here, just above the boot, it is like no wider than his wrist. So I think, particularly in the profile view, he just gets too thin, too skinny. And then there you got the Captain America Civil War stand. It's blue for Cap. Winter Soldier, pretty typical there. Just the crotch grabber. So that's the front of the figure. Let's check out the side profile. Okay, so first let me just try to make this point that I was making about the ankle. So check out the wrist there. See that? Pinch. If we go down here, down, down, down to the ankle, look at that. It has to be no bigger than the same, arguably smaller. And I think that's just what looks funny. Look at the proportion on the side. A big muscular arm, that's fine. Looks good. It's okay down through the thigh. It starts to get skinny, kind of like here. And then really down into the boot. Got the skinny jeans going on, the tuck into the boot. I think it looks just a little bit off on proportion. Not a huge deal, but again, when I do that pinch test, it's like his wrist is that big and his ankle's the same or smaller. Seems proportionally a bit off. But otherwise, really the only complaint I'll have on the figure, and not one that you easily pick up on when he's in your detolf. There you got the profile, awesome hair, sculpting. There you can see how the sleeves ripped off the jacket, the arm, the star. The arm looks awesome. I mean, that's kind of fascination with this guy is the arm. The prior figure, it was a dollar arm. This one is shinier and chromer. Or chromy. I'm not sure what the hell the word is. But it's noticeable. You can see that on some videos if you want to go jump out and compare. Some folks have videos out there. The arm looks really, really cool on this figure. And if we just pull it out of the way a little bit, you can see the underside there with the leather jacket. Looks good. And here I'll just jump down the profile, lower body. I kind of showed you some of my knits already, but zipper detailed on there. Looks really good. I mean, you can see the teeth of the zipper and everything. I mean, that looks really good. See all the stitching in the pants. Awesome detail. And then there you got the side of the boot. Checking them out from the back here. Getting more gray hair. Back of the jacket. The jacket just looks really good. Grows on me more and more each time I look at it in detail. I think they've done a nice job with it. And we just jumped down here, back of the pants. Again, it's just all that stitching. Nice black pants. The guy's pretty clean overall. Overall look, there's not a lot of weathering, or basically there's none. There's no weathering. He's all you know, straight from the Gap or wherever he's doing his shopping. All the clothes are nice and clean, you know, and they look good, which I don't mind. I think he's just a really nice looking figure that way. Then here I'll show you that right side in the hair, the way it's sculpted, the way they're kind of hanging over a little bit there. Really good. The jacket, more zippers detailed in. Upper arm, lower arm, looks really good. You can see the gloves there. Many hands he'll have. Get his arm up out of the way here a little bit. Given the jacket, not quite the mobility of the left bionic arm. But it moves out of the way all right. You know, pick up some speed here. I'll just show you this all the way down. I mean, the pants are the pants. Zipper, pretty much the same as the other side. And then let's get into some of his goodies. The figure's beautiful. People say, oh, he doesn't come with a lot. It comes with this gun, which is freaking boss. This thing is huge. It's from that end scene of the movie. And it's got just all kinds of moving parts. I don't know if I've discovered them all. This thing kind of pulls out. It's cool because this wire guard kind of locks it. Loosen the wire, you can pull out the butt of the gun. It looks like this even, there you go, would spin for you to make a full-on kind of rifle butt. You can do that. You spin it this way, push it in, see how those poles kind of come up the side. Lock that back in place. So that's one thing it does. We got a kind of a stand here that splits as well. So think kind of like machine rifle stand. You can prop that thing up if you're laying on the ground. So it does that. So that is cool. It's got the slide mechanism even. Pull this back to cock it. So that's got some action to it. This piece here kind of flips up. You can see the inside of the slide mechanism, which of course is just a simple spring load. I mean, how it looks like a spring to a pen. Nothing fancy, but it gives it the flow. So that is cool. That would be like a loading, maybe a loading, cleaning kind of area. That's kind of cool. It opens up there. Got your scope there, which you can look through. Probably hard to see there. See that? You can look through the scope. This piece here kind of flips up. Don't know why. This will all just be kind of working pieces to probably like clean the gun or something. I don't know, but it's just really cool, the detail, the movement you can get. Like every time you pull on a little something, you figure out it does something else. Clip, you know, pulls out, and it's even got the door that you can close. Open the door up, put the clip in. And then the clip here, big, you know, banana clip. Who knows how many rounds are in that? I don't know, but bullet on top. And it just kind of plugs in the side there. So this gun, I mean, this is really nice. People complaining about all the stuff it used to have, but, you know, this is what's relevant to the movie. Hot Toys are pretty much sticklers for movie accuracy. So you get what's in the movie. Nothing more, nothing less usually. And this is a really, really nice piece. I mean, big gun, well articulated, well crafted. You know, I think it's worth many, many of the smaller accessories that the prior figure got. All right, let's get into hands. This guy comes with quite a few. We'll start with all the robotic hands here. That glove, it's nice. Got a closed fist on the figure right now. This is kind of a bit of a gripping hand. I think they give you some extra hands so you can just use other things. Like if you want to use Captain America's shield, I think this would be a good hand to be gripping that with. So they give you that. They don't give you a shield, but if you got a Cap figure, he could be borrowing that. It's kind of a soft gripped fist there. Get a trigger finger hand here. This would basically be for holding the gun. It's the same that's currently on the figure for the right hand side. This is just the left hand robotic side. So if you want him trigger on the finger from the left, he can do that. This is a soft kind of open hand, open underhand. This is for kind of holding the bottom of the gun, right? He's got the gun, trigger and finger in the right hand. You kind of put this underneath it to just hold the stock or something. So you get one of those. You'll use that a lot if you got the gun in hand. And then you get this hand, which is really cool. This is, I think the ripping the arc reactor out of Tony Stark's chest hand basically would be, just pushing that in, trying to rip into the chest. That's an awesome hand. It really gets some action, dynamic poses with your figures. You put that on, put the Mark 46 on the other side of this guy, and you just go for it. So that's a cool hand. Glad they included that. And then for the fleshed hands, they just give you basically kind of the same, just, painted in flesh. So here you've got your closed fist. Again, I have the closed fist of the robot hand on the figure. They give you the flesh side. They give you the right hand flesh side that would be good for holding the underside of the gun. If you went trigger finger with the robotic arm, go underside of the gun, this hand. And then why not, they mold them. It's largely a matter of paint, I think. This is that, ripping out the chest hand for the flesh hand. What you could do for something else. Again, it could be doing something with the shield, maybe a grenade or something, who knows, but, why not throw it in since they molded it out? So that is all the hands. That was 4 flesh hands in total and 5 robotic hands. So let me run through a bit of a quick articulation on a figure. I mean, he's not super restricted, obviously. He's just kind of like your regular action figure person, which means there's less to get in the way and worry about in terms of posability. We can't go up a lot. He went down pretty well. Like there's maybe some protective plastic under there that I still need to get off. Fine. Head goes down pretty well, not as well up. The arm can spin around like this. Comes up pretty well like this. This side's, it's got the jacket, so you got to kind of work with it a little bit more. But that's all right. It works. So you can't spin it all the way around because of the jacket, but he can get it up okay like that. If you wanted him to point or something. So this is the most restrictive side because of the jacket, but you still get pretty good. Elbow is good, so you can hold that gun nice and high. This side, let's see, what else we got here? I mean, there's bicep swivel in there. Up high, feels like in at the forearm too, I think. And his pegs in, kind of do whatever you need to do with that, mostly. This arm, got an elbow, it's not quite as good, but get you like that. The main thing to watch is kind of the side to side with him. So he's got this bicep that goes up and down. It will swivel there, and you can kind of go side to side when it's in there, but you just want to be careful with that. Again, wrist just pegs in. Get some movement. The gloves kind of restrict it around the ends, but I think you'll be able to make it work. Like that pulls out a little bit. I think this looks funny though, but might be able to play with the shoulders and arms to get a little bit of extra if you need it. Not a lot of kind of crunch in the torso. I don't think there's anything up there. The waist twist is really good though. Kind of give him some lean. So that's all right. This doesn't really go forward. It does go back all right. And if we just jump downtown, not like that. For the splits, which is plenty. I don't have my hot toys doing the splits too much. Leg comes up pretty good. Goes back good enough. Not quite as good, but good enough. You got a swivel up there on the top of the thigh. Got a great knee, and then it kind of pivots here at the boot. You can see I just kind of untucked everything. Wear one pant leg up. Feel like that style. Trying to look in there. It does get, you can see it just gets really thin. Extra room in there to kind of tuck in the pants. They could have did a little bit more with this shoe. Again, it's just sort of bland black. Not much else on it, no dirt or anything. It's got the soles all detailed out, but again, it's got very curved. Rounded here with a high arch into a heel that also is rounded off the back. Makes them kind of hard to stand without the stand, which is why I've been using the stand the whole time. But you can get some articulation off that, boot. Even with that in there, you get some ankle pivot, up, back and forth and stuff. So, obviously he's just a person type character. So, in plain clothes. So not too much restriction with articulation. Okay, I got those stuffed in. I think I used to wear my pants like that in high school. Like the 90s, that was the thing in my high school. Kind of peg your jeans. That's how the Winter Soldier's doing. He's bringing it back. All right, so let's run this guy through some poses, put him through his paces. Again, I think just a beautiful, beautiful figure. Like I've said, people are griping, comparing him to the prior version, but this guy has his high points. And I do recommend, if you were thinking about the guy and you've liked what you've seen in this video, give him a shot. Check out the link in the description below. We'll say that stand on the machine gun, not really practical because you can't get his head up to really get him in a lay down machine gun pose. Probably difficult to see, but I just took the plastic off the neck and noticed underneath, back through here, they've even got, some sculpting of the ear in there. But you can't even see. You can't see it from the front. You can only see it from the bottom, barely. Just extra, extra nice detail with Hot Toys. Bother them to put something like that in there. On a pose like this, you start to notice that expression. You'd like something a little more angry, scowling, growling. Not so calm. The type of facial expression he had when he was trying to rip out Iron Man's arc reactor. Check it out from another angle. Everything looks so good. It's just the facial expression. You need something crazier for a pose like that. So this is basically it, guys. This is our Winter Soldier. People will have their complaints, and maybe it's not perfect. But I will say there's a lot to like about the figure. I think he gets more flack than is deserved. I'll be happily putting him up next to my Iron Man Civil War and my original Ant-Man. Get that trifecta on one shelf in the Detolf. So yeah, I'm happy with the figure. Check the link in the description below if you want to check this guy out at Sideshow. Hope you liked the video. I'll see you next time.